The somber portrayal of this emaciated pit bull, found in neglect, sparked a call to the NGO SOS for Paws in Curitiba, Prar. They quickly reached out to Officer Guilherme Dias, chief of the Environmental Protection Police Station, who coordinated a rescue mission. Upon arrival, the scene was more dismal than expected. The pair of dogs were huddled together. The frightened pit bull refused to meet gazes and cowered behind her sibling. She appeared cornered and despondent, her skin marred. Despite her gentle nature, she was hesitant but eventually accepted assistance. Another canine, who was reluctant to leave without her companion, awaited the rescue of her partner. Until this moment, they had only each other, enduring countless hardships. They had built a trust solely amongst themselves. During the rescue, she concealed herself, overwhelmed by fear, unaware of what intentions humans might harbor. The two canines, discovered in a shop, were in dire straits. The older one bore injuries and a severely wasted leg. The pit bull, aged between 2 and 3, was feeble, barely able to stand, with a damaged nose and swollen limbs. Severely underweight at just 9 kilograms, her ideal weight should have been twice that. Examinations revealed severe infection, anemia, and demodectic mange, causing intense skin inflammation. A few more days without rescue could have been fatal. Luckily, demodectic mange isn't contagious but relates to the immune system, often linked to emotional states. The ordeal left the dog profoundly sorrowful. Her recovery began, and soon her skin lost its angry redness, and her demeanor started to improve. Now, with adequate food and care, her zest for life was rekindling. Named Anna, and the elder Claudia, who suffered from a fixed fracture and osteosarcoma, a painful cancerous growth, faced leg amputation to prevent further spread. Despite the guardian's claim of home treatment, Anna's skin was tender, with several bleeding sores, and she was cold due to a lack of fur. With a severe bacterial infection and anemia, she embarked on extensive treatment, separating her from Claudia, who was prepping for surgery. Despite their joy in the yard together, Anna faced a long road to recovery. Anna underwent medicated baths and received intensive care for her skin, requiring hospitalization due to the delicate nature of her condition. But her health steadily improved, and she even gained 5 kilograms. Her demeanor transformed. She no longer appeared dejected or feared human contact. She began to shed her past traumas, healing both emotionally and physically. Once fully recovered, she was spayed to prevent disease and overpopulation, readying her for adoption. Finally, after nearly 4 months, she found a loving home, equipped with the care she deserved. Anna now lives without fear of humans, while Claudia, post-surgery and spay, is recuperating at a facility, awaiting her forever home. Share your thoughts on Anna and Claudia's journey in the comments. Let's affirm that love indeed heals. If you're touched by this story, like, comment, share, subscribe, and enable notifications for more tales of transformed animal lives. Gratitude, and see you in the upcoming video.
A mother, regardless of the species, always feels a lot when separated prematurely from her offspring. With dogs, it's no different. This little 4-legged mother was abandoned by her previous owner at the Marin Humane Society shelter in Novato, California, United States, shortly after giving birth to 4 puppies. Little Cora felt deeply the separation from her children and was extremely downcast and sad in the shelter. The staff, upon realizing Cora's state, decided to do something to change the situation and spoke with the former owner, asking him to surrender the puppies to the shelter so that they could spend more time with their mum. Fortunately, this was done. The moment of reunion was incredible and touching. As the first puppy was taken out of the box, Cora was already curious about the little cries and decided to leave the corner where she'd been hiding, approaching her little ones. When she smelled them, she immediately recognized them, becoming very excited, running around, sniffing them, and checking the box to see if there were any more puppies there. Despite missing them, Cora still climbed into the lap of the staff member as if thanking her for bringing her babies back. These babies, of course, also missed their mother a lot, and when they reunited, they quickly settled in at her teats and began nursing, while Cora still couldn't believe they were back. This emotional encounter was recorded, and you can watch it until the end now.
They warned that there was a mother lying down, agonizing with her puppies asking for help on the side of a distant road. Lucky that this kind person did not spare any effort to save this family and went there. The mother was motionless, while her puppies cried and tried to call for her. The rescuer checks the mother's vital signs. He checks her heart rate, breathing, eye movement, and the condition of her gums. Her signs are quite weak, but there is still life. Her puppies continue to call for their mother. Then he checks the health status of the puppies and if they have any injuries. The puppies really want their mother. That's what they feel they need, and they stay with her all the time. The rescuer takes the puppies, uses a cloth to dry them as they cry scared, not understanding what is happening. The rescuer places them inside the transport box, and now, once they are settled, it's the mother's turn. He picks her up carefully and she still doesn't react. He puts her in the transport box with her babies and takes her to the vet. There, the mother along with the puppies begin to receive veterinary care. The mother is the one with the most urgent condition, and she is the first to receive care. She had a slightly low temperature, indicating difficulty maintaining body temperature. It was also checked if she had any fractures, and she didn't, but she was weak, dehydrated and malnourished. Then intravenous access is given and she is medicated, and soon she seems to be more conscious, moving her eyes that were almost immobile before. She rests while receiving the medication, and her puppies also receive care. They are examined, their temperature is measured, and they also have a little hypothermia since they were rescued while wet. The puppies receive oral medication. Now that they are being supported, their chances of survival have greatly increased. He goes back to check on the mother's condition, and her improvement is becoming more and more noticeable. The medication is adjusted, and soon she tries to get up, although she is still quite weak. It was a good response to the treatment. Since she could have been without water or food for a long time, as she was found in a distant place and is breastfeeding, it was difficult for her to walk long distances in search of food. In addition to the possibility of being run over, It could also be that she was getting weaker and couldn't stand it. She was at her limit. She wouldn't have survived if she hadn't been saved, and maybe her cubs wouldn't have survived either. She knew that the life expectancy of a domestic cat is 15 years, and that of a stray cat is only 4 years. The street presents many risks, and therefore domestic animals need to be protected. They need a home. If you can, adopt and help transform the reality of other kittens, as happened to this mother, who will now be able to have all the support she needs for her and her kittens to be fine. And with all the stimuli she received, she already showed significant improvement and venous access was withdrawn. She is nestled in a room all adapted to welcome kittens. She is still weak and moves little, but she can now be with her puppies, who snuggle with their mother and suckle, while a very tasty pâté is being prepared for her. Her saviour puts her to eat, but she rejects the food. It's still all new, and she might be a little nauseous or too tired to eat at this point. You can see that her breathing is a little laboured. She breastfeeds the puppies and stays with them for a while, then finds a clean bed with a blanket and snuggles down to rest in peace. She must have been exhausted. Her children sleep together on the rug. They are in a safe and protected place, very different from that side of the highway where they were completely helpless. And as the mother and her babies are still quite fragile, it was decided to supplement with formula for cats. Since the mother did not want to eat, she was offered milk too, to help her get stronger soon. She looks all grateful that they saved her and her children's lives, and it was good for her that after another break, she agreed to eat. And as the days go by, she is already much more active. It is only a matter of time for them to fully recover. The important thing is that they are fine and will have the care they need, and this mother will be able to enjoy motherhood, watching her puppies grow up safely, lacking nothing. Happy ending! Tell me in the comments how you feel about the story of this mother and her puppies. If you liked the video, share it, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Thank you, and until the next video.